It's your friend John here with the Blue Truck Company. Never mind the brand name. But we're replacing, this is a Hino truck here, and we're replacing the mirrors break every now and then. So you're gonna pry off this piece with a screwdriver, and on here you've got 2 bolts. These are M6 bolts. What happens is that the head on the bolt breaks off. And so you've got to replace those with M6 bolts that are available at your bolt store, right? No problem. That's where you go for bolts. So what I did before that off camera was I put a little strip of Gorilla Tape on here. There you go. And that's going to give us a little more purchase power, Gorilla Tape, a little more purchase power and holding this bracket in place. So coming back on, what you'll see is one of these nuts will break off, one of these bolts will break off during the course of combat on a highway when that truck is reverberating around or vibrating around, and it just causes the bolt head to break off. There's a lot of wind pressure on this mirror. And what I did there, as you're tightening these bolts up, you got to tighten them evenly. If you over tighten one side, so you won't have good purchase on it. So I'm tightening that down evenly, and that looks like that's about as many threads evenly on both sides. Now I'm going to tighten it down with the ratchet. Got a little 10mm deep socket here, and we're just going to crank this down a little bit. A couple here and a couple there. So we're adding tension to both sides equally, and it's a really small 1/4" drive socket wrench, so I'm not too concerned about over torquing it, even though I am strong as an ox. Let's get this torque down, tighten up there. And when it gets down to a point where it's just about a struggle with the 1/4" drive, I've probably got it tightened up. As you tighten down the left side, you go back to the right. Oop, and you see a little bit of turn there on that one. And on some of these, I also add a lock washer or another pressure washer to it to close out the deal. Finally, when you're done, you've got a couple electrical fittings on the mount. So you want to replace the plastic cap corner. Sorry, it's not a cap corner. Place a little plastic cover on the mirror. If you look up top, make sure you got that angle, and you're going to want to tighten this one up there, which is a 12mm fitting. That's a short course on how to repair the Hino mirror, which is a little bit of a manufacturer's defect. Thanks a lot. Drive safe and stay safe, professional and courteous.